Welcome to the Traditional Bow Hunting and Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkoviak. I'm going to take a quick minute and show you one of the best pruning saws available, dirt cheap in cost, an absolutely amazing tool to have when you're hanging stands or making new sets, places to put stands up. Got to clear things out. It's made by Fisker. You can get it at every hardware store that you can imagine. I just bought a new one. This one right here, I just picked up today because this one here I got now that my. Long story short, when we go out to Missouri this year, my buddy John never has a saw, so he's always using mine, and we're going to be on a much bigger piece of property, somewhere we've never been before, so we might need to be going in two different directions. I know he won't buy one, and so instead of giving him mine all the time, I bought another one so that I can bring two with us. So, but they last forever. This one over here, I've been using this one for about 10 years. I use it religiously all year long. It's absolutely amazing. Now, these do extend out. Now, what I did with mine, here's some modifications to it that work great. Originally, these are about a foot longer. They extend out to 14 feet. Basically, all you got to do is just flip this lever right here. You flip this lever, and then the main middle, this center rod pulls out, and it extends out. Kind of hard to do one-handed as I'm holding the camera, but that'll slide up out of there, and then it extends out to be a total of 14 foot. But it's too long to fit in the back of a truck at 14 feet for like a regular 5.5 foot bed, which I got on my 150. And also it's a little too long. So I actually take about a foot off of there. Maybe a foot and a half. I think I take about a foot and a half off. So it ends up being 5.5 feet long like this. That way it ends up fitting in the back of my truck perfectly without being on any angles or sticking up. And then what else is nice too is it makes it a little bit lighter. It still ends up being an 11-foot saw. 11 foot plus my height and my arm up. It'll reach anything I can ever need to cut because I don't usually go any higher than 16, 18 feet anyway. So it works perfect for me like that. Makes it nice and compact. Some of the things I do to change it up a little bit to make it a better saw, because of some of this, like everything, it's not always perfect. The white rope that comes on these things is pure garbage. It'll burn it. You'll go through it in no time at all. It collects burrs and gets jammed up. It snags on every branch. It snags on everything. It hooks on every little nook and cranny and bolt on this thing. So ditch the white rope that comes with it. Put some good rope on it. Both of mine have got some, some actual accessory cord, mountain climbing type cord. It's not expensive. A bag of this stuff is like $6. It's not much money and enough. Well, a 30-foot bag will do a ton of these, obviously. So, but this one, like I said, same thing I had on there. It's a little thinner line on it. I had it for a while, but this is the rope on here is what you want to go with. Something good, not the original rope that's on here. You can see how it works. It basically has a wing nut right here. You loosen this wing nut, you slide the blade up, and the bolt hooks on that post, and it ends up in an open position like this one is. And then you have the cutter right here. This is actually a cutter right in there that'll cut branches and twigs. This is a blade right here. As you pull on the rope on this one here, like here, if you pull that, you hook a branch in there, you pull the rope on it, and it slices that, and it'll cut some serious stuff. It works awesome. So that's basic function of that. Works like a champ. But then another thing I did too, this rope. A problem with this rope is always hanging down or falling or getting in the way or tangling on stuff. What I've done at the opposite end down here is I put a piece of chain link with a couple zip ties, and I fed the rope through it. So now as I extend this saw out, this can slide right through here, but it will not go past that knot right there. So it stays right there. So it's always connected to this. When I'm done with it, all I do is when I expand it back up, I just pull that tight through there, and I bring my rope up here like this, and I just grab it and hook it right onto here, just like that, so that it holds, and now it's not going anywhere, and it stays nice and compact, and the unit works perfect. So sorry trying to do this one-handed to show you, but I'm telling you, best saw system out there right there. It's like I said, $35 or $37. Works like a champ, indestructible, cuts through stuff really fast. These blades are absolutely wicked sharp, as you can tell from my finger right there. When I was working on a rope, I ended up catching that blade, but like I said, they're sharp. It's mean. It'll do everything you want it to do, and it's compact. Now when I want to bring it out in the woods with me on stands that I've never been to before, or if I know I'm going to need it out there on a particular stand when I'm walking in, what's nice too is I'll take this unit and I'll set it right here on my sticks. It nests right perfectly right inside of my sticks like that, and then that whole assembly goes right on my shoulder. I just set my hand right over top of it. Goes perfect. When I get there, I just extend this saw all the way out. I reach up and stick it up in the tree. When I get up there, I pull it up the rest of the way. It collapses it down, and I leave it up in the tree with me when I'm up there. So it doesn't weigh a lot, not hard to put out there. Very simple, very functional, amazing tool. I would be lost without this. I'll never go a hunting season without one of these. It's in my truck all the time, all through scouting season, stand prep, through the season. I use it religiously all season long. It is by far the best way to trim shooting lanes that I've ever found. But those couple modifications on there, you can use that chain link like I said down here, a couple zip ties makes it really nice. Or on this one here, what I did is I just zip tied a piece of paracord, a little loop piece of paracord, and then that rope fishes through there and goes back and forth. But something to give you a loop at this end, and then just make the rope long enough so you can swing it up and loop it over itself here, or like I did here, you just loop it right into itself. You know, you just pop it through there like that so that it just works. It makes it really easy for taking it on or off. Like here, right here, see, I just pop that through there, and then I am ready to let it down and go. And then when I want to put it back, I just take it and I stick it through there, and it holds it real good and keeps it so that there is no rope hanging down, getting snagged on nothing, or getting caught. So real simple, very affordable, built tough as nails, super rock solid saw and cutter. I use both equally. I use the saw blade and that pruning, that cutter in here that's right in here, this notch cutter with the rope on there. I use both of those about equally, and they work awesome. I mean, this will cut some seriously thick branches, and then I also use the hook a lot on pine trees where the branches are dead. I just reach up, hook a pine tree, and pull the saw down, and it snaps those right off. So like I said, awesome tool, highly recommended. It works like a champ, and but a couple little modifications like that to make it a lot better for you. So thanks for watching. Bye.